Okay, so this is going to be another Kingpin build that I'm making, but this one's probably going to be one of the best I've made, because I think there was one in the past I made. It had Swan Song on, but I've kind of learnt a few things since then. So with this build, it's pretty different than the ones I've used in the past, because I always use a suit, just gives me 20 armor, but obviously if you have a lightweight ballistic vest and you have Die Hard Ace, you can get to 70 armor, which means a light enemy won't break your armor. So I decided to mess about with the lightweight ballistic vest and see if I could basically just find a build that's pretty well optimized, and this is pretty much the best one I could come up with. So first of all, let's go over the weapons. So I'm going to be at 23 detection for this build. I want to get maximum crits. I'm not going to be going as low as like 4 detection, 3 detection. So it's going to be an assault rifle and a grenade launcher. Now there's 3 assault rifles which I was able to get to 23 concealment. They are the commando rifle, the clarion rifle, and the Car-4 rifle. Now you can use either one of these, but the problem is, as you can see, the Car-4 has 80 accuracy, the clarion rifle only has 64, the commando only has 56. So the Car-4 is kind of the best out of these 3. Now you might think, well, why can't you use other assault rifles and still get to 23 concealment? Well, there's a reason for that. So I'll go over the skills. I don't usually go over the skills first, but I will do on this occasion. So the reason I like this build so much is because it's optimized. It can pretty much squeeze everything onto the build. So since we're going with Kingpin, we have the regular Joker's hostage taker setup. Only inspired basic. You don't need the ace, definitely not on the Kingpin build. You can easily get away with the basic. First aid kits leading up to it. We don't need stable shot because, as you can clearly see, all the assault rifles have 100 stability. So there's no need to waste a point on stability. Then we come to Enforcer, I have Underdog. Now the reason I take Underdog is because when you use the injector, enemies prefer targeting you, which means it just makes it even better, because most of the time 3 enemies will target you anyway, because there's just a lot of enemies that spawn on the map. But with Kingpin, when you activate the injector, they all prefer targeting you, which means you're going to get a 15% damage boost most of the time. So putting 1 point into it to get that damage boost, it's definitely worth it. Then we have Resilience. You can get rid of Resilience Aced if you want to put 3 points elsewhere, like Transporter and maybe Martial Arts, because if a Bulldozer punches you, it does a hell of a lot of damage. So you can change this up if you want to risk punching Flashbangs, but for me personally, I prefer to have it on, at least on this build. Then we've got Die Hard, the less damage when interacting with things, and also mainly having it aced for the ability to get up to 70 armor, so we can tank a light shot without losing our armor. And I've got Shock and Awe, increased armor recovery rates, Bullseye, basic. I've got Scavenger, just 1 point in it so I can grab ammo that's further away, or even if it's like off the map, you kill enemies on like a platform off the map, you can jump up and Scavenger will allow you to get it, so 1 point in it's pretty useful. 1 point in Hardware Expert so I can fix drills faster. This is pretty standard. You could get something like Fire Control if you wanted better accuracy hip firing, but I don't believe it's necessary. I've used the Car-4 enough, that's the favourite weapon I go with this build, and it doesn't really need it, so not really needed in my opinion. Then as we come into the Ghost skill tree, because we lose a little bit of speed because we're wearing a lightweight ballistic vest, the Jokers will give us the, which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, there you go, the extra 10% movement speed, and also having parkour will still boost us back up to the same speed as if you're in a suit. So I do put parkour in this build, but you don't need to. Now, usually, this is where it kind of gets interesting. If I was to use weapons that are at like say 30 to 40 concealment, and I want to get them down to 23 or below, I usually have to put a lot of points into this, which takes points away from other areas of the build. And this is the reason why I like using the Car-4, because it has very high stability, 100, it has pretty good accuracy, considering I'm not modding it perfectly for accuracy. You know, I am modding it heavily for concealment, and it's still at 80, which is pretty good. So yeah, you'd end up having to put like 6 points into this, just to get some better concealment. 2 into this to get some better concealment, and since we're using a lightweight ballistic vest, you could add another 4 points into it to take the concealment down even more. So 2 points, maybe 4 points, 6 points, maybe even 12 if you wanted to ace both of these. That's a hell of a lot of points just to be able to use certain weapons. So we're saving a hell of a lot of points by not using any of these, and that's what frees up the Resilience Ace, Die Hard Ace, maybe Underdog, blah blah blah. If we didn't have this stuff, the points would need to go into here to make other weapons usable. So you're free to use other weapons if you want, but at least for this purpose of the build, I'm going to use the Car-4, and that's the one I'd probably recommend to you guys to use as well. So I don't need to do this as an example. to get up to low blow, because this would just make the weapon much worse not having this. So I am capable of going for the professional to get more accuracy, more stability, and like I said, I don't need to put points into concealment stuff. So this is why I use the car 4. There's just no points that's needed for concealment, so it's really useful. Obviously at the crits, aced because we're at 23 detection, and then to finish the build off, the last 4 points go into 9 lives, and that's pretty much the build. It's pretty much as optimized as I could possibly make it. It has pretty much everything on it that you could want, realistically. And then as for the weapons, we have a grenade launcher, obviously for just killing large groups, or you know, keeping them back, breaking faceplates off dozers, and the main killer machine is going to be the car 4. So the lightweight ballistic vest is the armor I'm wearing. Here's the outfit and the gloves that I'm wearing, just in case anyone's interested. Scrubs and where's the gloves? Icy hardtail. First aid kits, the buzzer melee, the injector. So I'll go over the car 4 the way I have it modded. So here's what it looks like. So the way I have it modded is I have a short barrel, I have the bigger bit of the suppressor, an accuracy boost, auto fire, the emo foregrip. Just be aware as well, because I know on PC some of these mods, particularly for the car 4, some people may not have access to them because I know they're hidden behind like 4-player achievements and stuff like that. So if you're not capable of making it exactly like this purely because you're missing a mod, then you can change the build around, like take off I don't know, a light ballistic vest, go with a suit, take off resilience haste and put it into inner pockets, just to change things around if you can't make it the exact same way I can. So I have the emo foregrip. It's pretty important to have this because, as you can see, it gives damage, accuracy, stability and concealment. It's a pretty amazing modification. As a gadget, I don't have any gadget on this. I have the titanium skeleton grip, the thrust lower receiver, I have the speed pull mag, I have a sight. The car 4 doesn't need a sight. The iron sights aren't too bad on it, but for me personally, I'm just putting one. And I use the CMOS sights. I should have this as blue rather than green. There you go, just fits the weapon better, the actual reticle. Then for the stock, I have the folding stock. It takes some stability off, but we're still at 100, gives us a lot of concealment. And then for the last mod, we have the LW upper receiver, which again, just gives some accuracy and stability. So it's modded perfectly for 23 concealment. Perfect stability, still pretty good accuracy. Now I'll show you the other 2 weapons if you want to use them. Like I said, this is only set up personally if you don't want to put any points into the concealment type skills. These are probably the best you can make them without putting points into the concealment type skills. So the Clarion rifle is modded with the short barrel, the bigger the better suppressor, a concealment boost, but the concealment booster has +3. It's pretty much needed if you want to make it this way. Auto fire, we do have a gadget, and it's the 45-degree iron sight. Now when it comes to console, I don't believe this modification is available for console. I'm honestly not sure. And this can be put on when you have a sight on. So if you want to use the FAMAS, or the Clarion rifle as it's called, the iron sights are pretty bad on it. If you put a sight on, you'll go to 26, but then you'll have the possibility of putting this on, which will bring you back down to 23. But on console, maybe you can't do it the exact same way. I'm honestly not sure, because I mainly play PC a lot more now these days. The G2 grip, lose a bit of concealment, but it doesn't matter, we can still at 23 while getting accuracy and stability. And I also have the same, I have a CMOS sight as well on this. And yeah, that's the FAMAS. 64 accuracy is not the worst thing ever, but it's still usable. And then the commando rifle, if you want to use this. As you can see, it also has the same sight. It also has the same thing on the side, as you can see, a different type of sight. So this is modded with the bigger the better suppressor, a concealment boost, auto fire, doesn't have any type of grip. For the gadget, it does have the 45-degree iron sights, again, just to make sure we can get the concealment. It doesn't have the enhanced grip. It also has the CMOS sight. The iron sights on this weapon are a bit weird. If you don't want to go with the sight, they are a little bit weird. I do prefer a sight on this weapon. The wide stock and the heat treated body. It's a very good weapon. I do really enjoy using this weapon. It's a low damage assault rifle. It doesn't have the best accuracy though. You can still use it, of course, but the accuracy just isn't the best. So if you want to go with the way I have my weapon set up, I would suggest these 3. The Commando is the worst, the Clarion is like mid, and the Car 4 is the best out of these 3. But like I said, if you want to get these weapons to much more accuracy, or if you want to use other types of weapons, you can put points into concealment. It's completely up to you, but I'm just showing you this is the way I use it. This is my setup, and these are the 3 weapons that I pick from. And the Car 4 is the main one I'm going to be going with. And as for the compact launcher, grenade launcher, the only thing I have on it is a concealment boost. I don't even have a gadget, even though I could put a laser on, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this is pretty much the Kingpin build I have, the main one I enjoy using now. Like I said, it's an upgrade because I use a lightweight ballistic vest now, which means my armor won't always get broken on the first shot when like a light enemy hits me. But it does mean you have to put a bit more points into other areas, like to get it aced, the die hard, and maybe some concealment skills. So this is the way I have my Kingpin. So I'm going to be playing on... where is it? I'm going to be playing on Breakfast in Tijuana, Death Sentence 1 down. I'm not going to use any AI on this, mainly because the AI will, you know, it'll give me like more health recovery, stuff like that. I just want to showcase the build pure, where there's nothing that's changing it or altering it, so it's just purely me doing it. So it's going to be a showcase of the build with no AI, just to show you the exact build, how it would be if like you're playing with 4 human players, for example, when you don't get the AI boost. So I will see you guys in the game. Okay, so here we are, Breakfast in Tijuana. So the pre-plan on this map, there's no pre-plan realistically that you need to buy. So I'm not going to buy any. Car 4, compact grenade launcher, buzzer, first aid kit, lightweight ballistic vest, and the injector. So let's do this thing. So usually, I know they're kind of like weak cops, but I do like to convert them. The reason I like to convert them is because it gives me more speed, especially being in a lightweight ballistic vest. It does get me speed a little bit faster for the time being, until they die, because they will die pretty quick. But it gets me speed a little bit faster, and it also, in case I start taking damage of some other type of enemy, it'll at least allow me health to regen before you know, the real action kicks in when like bulldozers and everything are on the map. So I know they don't last too long. They'll die pretty quickly as soon as like the main army police turn up. But I always like to convert them to start off with. Now, one thing I just can't help doing is smashing plants. It's too addictive in Payday. It's way too addictive. Oh, damn, there's a guy. Like plant smashing simulator. That's what Payday should be called. As you can see with the speed pull on this weapon, it's pretty useful to have. Ah, it's not good. Now I can never tell if this guy is like a heavy unit or a light unit. It's pretty difficult to tell. So I'll take this guy. He's only a SWAT unit, as you can see, just under the drill timer on the top left. But at least he's better than what I've got. But these Spanish units. Oh, there's a Civ. But yeah, these Spanish units, it's pretty difficult to tell what they are. It's pretty to tell, is this like a heavy unit, a light unit? It is pretty difficult to tell, which is kind of funny. So I'm just going to be converting, or trying to. I'm just going to be converting until I can find out when I get some heavies. Okay, so that guy was a heavy. The ideal scenario was to get 2 heavy units and just kind of stick with them, but like I said, with these Spanish units, it's pretty difficult to differentiate between them sometimes, so yeah. That is one problem I have when I play these new maps. Okay, bulldozer. He's gonna say Cabron or call me a Cabron or something probably. Damn, he barely died at the last second, holy shit. Okay, reload fast enough, please. Surrender. Also, one of my bad habits, it's a really bad habit of mine when using Kingpin. I should use the first aid kits more often than I do, and I don't. And it only takes one enemy to creep up behind me, and I die because I'm 1 hit away from death. So it's a mistake I tend to make. Like usually now I'd use a first aid kit and just rush to, you know, the objective or whatever I'm gonna do. But I like to try and avoid using first aid kits until I really need them. But that's what gets me killed, and then I'm like, why didn't I just use one? So it's like a bad habit of mine that I need to just, you know, just use them. That's what they're there for. But you know what people are like. We like to hoard items for no reason, even though we need them. We don't use them and we suffer the consequences of them. Okay, now we'll use it because our health is extremely low. take this guy. Not as a combat, but we'll just keep him there for the time being. Is that just broken again? Really? I've just been over there. Okay. But yeah, I like this map. I remember this map when it first came out. I played it loud, I played the Stealth Breakfast on Tijuana. I thought it was a pretty decent heist. It's not the best ever, but it's not the worst ever, but it's, I'd say it's better than average. It is a good map. And the stealth isn't too hard. It's also not too hard when you play loud, so it's actually a pretty decent heist. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites, but I do like it. It's a good heist. Oh, civilian. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I just seen an enemy and I was like, okay. But I knew at one point when that Civ was chilling there, I knew they were going to die. They were going to get caught in the crossfire at one point. So yeah. Hope they forgive me, but yeah. It wasn't my fault. I was just trying to keep myself alive. Don't blame me. Oh, I hate all these objectives. You know where you've got to search for like so many different things. Like the worst one is White House. You know you've got to search for the switch. And there's about, what, 50, 60 bookshelves to look through? It's like, oh, who the hell wants to be looking through that many? You know what I mean? I don't think many people do, to be honest. Can't see shit. Come on. What's highly flammable? I wonder what could be highly flammable. Okay, that's a green bulldog. They're the ones I've got to be careful of. Because I can die through me, injector with those guys, so... Oh, and there's a mid. Oh, fuck, that's not good. Combination. Okay. He's facing me. Okay, some ammo would be nice. This is where scavenger comes in handy. Yeah, boy. Staying in the room, not risking my life, and I get all the ammo I need. Okay, I can see the snipers, but I'll take care of them in a minute. I need to punch some plants. I'm an addict. Everybody knows I'm an addict, so... There you go. Oh, my addiction. I'm satisfied now. I can't help it. If you see a plant in this game, I've just got to punch it or shoot it. It's too addicting. I'm even willing to sacrifice the mission to do it. So what am I looking for? The flammable liquid. We don't need to worry about civs, but I do need to worry about enemies in the room. Where's this flammable liquid? I know it can be there, but if it's not, I'm not sure of the other location. If there is another location. Probably gonna get shot in the back, am I? No. Is it here? No. Okay. Now this might be one thing that I don't know. I'm not 100% sure of all the flammable the locations. Where's this guy going? So it's not there, I don't think. No, it's not. Oh, it's in here. Okay, okay. Oh, there we go. But I just need me injector now. I know there's snipers, but it's a bit risky to try and kill them from here, leaving me back exposed. Just waiting until my injector's in a better position. But yeah, you have got to be a little bit careful of snipers on this map, because when you're just chilling like here doing this objective and you think you're safe, you take a sniper shot in the back, like I nearly did right there. Oh my god, this guy, man. That's how they sometimes kill me. You think they're just gonna stand there like idiots, but they don't. They sidestep. And when they sidestep, even though it gets more difficult... Oh my god, man, I see. You can't aim on PC. My aiming on PC is improved, but I'm still not great, so yeah, don't judge me. Trying to hit things from a distance, yeah. It's not one of my strongest points. Okay, I should have had that down in place, but better late than never. Okay, let's get this set up. Oh my god, I need to chill for a sec, my hands are like sweaty. Maybe that's why I can't aim. Oh, there's a guy in this room. Okay, let's go first take it down because things will get a bit nasty in a minute. But yeah, to be honest, as annoying as it is that, like, you know, you want to rage and go like, why the fuck are they rolling out the way? Why are they ducking? Why are they moving left and right and sidestepping? It's pretty smart enemy AI. It is smart enemy AI, but at the same time, it's very frustrating because you're trying to line a headshot up, they duck, and then you die because of it, and I'm like, why the fuck did you duck? And they're like, well, you know what I mean? They're not going to stand there and just let you headshot them, so the fact that the AI is like improving, it's a good thing, even though it makes it more difficult, but, you know. We all want a bit more of a challenge in the game to actually be normal, rather than enemies just standing there like headless chickens and, you know, die for no reason. Oh really? Where did he come from? Come here, bulldozers again. Just reload this, injector. Unless it's a green bulldozer. I did hear one. Sounds like he might be downstairs. Well, that's why I ran to the first aid kit, because if I take a shot, at least the first aid kit's here. Is somebody still over there? Yes, there is. I can see the head. Oh, it's a taser? Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna use the injector just purely because I took a bullet. I didn't want to risk it. Oh yeah, cocaine. Take some of that. Is that a green bulldozer? It is a green bulldozer. I hope he can't see me through the wall, and he's gonna like shoot me while he's got a sight that I can't see on him or something. Where is this guy? There he is. Yeah, just be careful, because green bulldozers are very dangerous when using them. Very dangerous. Okay, I know this. Is there another one? Really? Oh my god, they just ran out and there's another one waiting for me? That's not good. Holy shit. Okay, they always say check your surroundings. When I seen one, I was like, okay, he's the only one. I did not know there was another one. Okay. I know, I'm about to do it. Did nobody die right then? Nope. Snipers. Don't think I can see through fire. How many snipers? One. Did I kill that sniper? Yeah, I did. Okay. Damage. This guy constantly, I don't know. Rather than taking damage off the enemy, it looked like he was taking damage from just standing in fire. Oh, I can put it out, okay. Okay. Waves over, but could always be one enemy nearby looking to shoot me in the back. Happens way too often. You've got to die down, at least watch the look at that. Now stay and make sure it all burns. But yeah, I would only advise using a weapon that's got a speed pull mag on it. Like as an example, a car 4, it's got a speed pull mag thing on it. I honestly can't think off the top of my head whether the Commando or the FAMAS has. I assume they have, but I'm honestly not sure. But just purely because if you'll have to get like lock and load aced just to get faster reload. Oh, there's green bullets. It's like 6 points, which, you know, why would you waste 6 points when you can just use a weapon that's got a speed pull? So. Okay. I had to get out of there because He's very dangerous, that guy. Very dangerous, holy shit. And I just couldn't quite finish him off. Yes, there's the armory. What is with these green bulldozers? They're literally the worst kind, because they're the ones... Oh, there's a skull. They're literally the worst kinds, because the ones that I can't deal with, like, easily. Where'd they just go? The ones that I can't deal with easily, and yeah, they keep popping up. And they also could do with a bit of ammo as well, which isn't good. So I'm gonna make a quick little dash for some ammo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit, I didn't expect that. Okay, I got a bit of ammo, but holy shit. Did not expect that at all. Yeah, they keep moving all the time. You know, when you're so used to them just standing still so you can kill them, but now they're like... Now they just seem determined to want to run all over the place. And yeah, I've just got to be careful with that guy, because... Has he gone outside? Where's he gone? Don't know where he's gone. Ja, I can really do with some ammo. But yeah, I have noticed that about this this map, or these maps, like possibly the new maps. The enemies do seem to be a hell of a lot more, what's the word? They want to move about all the time, like they really want to slide and dodge and sidestep, like they really want to do it a hell of a lot. Which does make it more frustrating, because when you're trying to shoot and they just move, you know, hitting them constantly, hitting them in the head, especially a bulldozer where you want to hit in the head and he keeps move, and you're like, just stand still so I can headshot you. Makes it more difficult to kill, especially with that green one before, he was moving all over the place. Okay, I'm just going to use the first aid kit because I don't have an injector right now. I'll try. Oh, is he not dead? Ready? Why is this guy dropping it? I wasn't even shouting at him, I was shouting at the other guy, and then this guy's like, alright, I'll do it. I'll do what you said, even though there's no need for me to, but yeah, I'll do it, why not? Oh, there we go, there's our mate again. There's our mate, the green bulldozer. Don't know where he went. Gather on. Well fucking done, my friends. Come on, can this the base hurry up, please? What's the point in tying down civvies? Look, who are we gonna trade for? Are we gonna trade for the invisible man? He'd be useful.
Lower your weapon. Down on your knees. Cuff yourself.
So I've got 2 heavy slots, don't need any more. Is that a shield? Or a mega person? Oh, it's a regular guy. I know. Okay, if I can grab it. Why the fuck can't? Oh, I've got cocaine. What an idiot. No wonder I can't grab it. Cocaine was so light, I honestly forgot I was even carrying it. Come on, friends. Oh, is this a 20-second pick lock? Oh my god. Pick locking for 20 seconds. Nightmare. Especially if you have to let go when you're like 2-3 seconds away. Because you know you're gonna die if you hold on. Oh, it's horrible. If only it was easy to put faster lockpicking skills on your loud builds. You can do it, but obviously it's not ideal because yeah, you gotta strain your points to be able to make things, I don't know, work. It's gonna be a nightmare now because I'm gonna have a lot of enemies coming in. Please, 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 please protect me, you two. I got a first aid kit, but it might not be enough. Please kill the shield. Please kill it. Good, 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 good. Please, if not kill him, at least just keep him away for like another, I don't know, 5 seconds.
We're in deep.
Oh yes, we're in deep. Please be here. Oh, you fucking kidding me, man? Really?
I got it.
I don't need this shit now that I'm playing with like no AI. It's not good. I'm not even close enough to that first aid kit, am I? It's not gonna protect me. Look at these guys! They're hiding, you need to protect me. Yes, stay there, stay there. Good, good, good. Where's the other guy? He's here, okay. Protect me while I'm lockpicking, please. That's what I'm paying you for. Kill. I've got the injector, but still, I'd rather save the injector. Fine. What's that shit? Yeah, bulk cutter. Really? Just fucking die or Well, get on your knees, do something. Oh, that was a hostage, oops, forgot about that. Okay, so now we need the bolt cutters. I'm not quite sure what room they're in. Really? Really? Literally blocking the entire door? What do we need? Bolt cutters? Not quite sure what room. This one, is it? Bolt cutters? Oh, there we go. Any enemies on the right? No. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. But yeah, this is what it's all about with Kingpin for people who aren't really familiar with it, or maybe they're just not sure how to use it properly. You want to be doing a lot of killing, or at least as much killing as you can while still being safe. Because obviously if you kill them when it's like unsafe, like you're out in the open, you don't have an injector ready or even a first aid kit beneath you with uppers, you're just risking death. And with Kingpin, there's no need to really risk death that much. It's a very strong perk that if you're just patient, you can avoid a hell of a lot of deaths. Unless you got one of these guys running at you, then maybe you can't. Okay. You see, that's what I mean. Just wait until you get the injector, because the LMG ones, they have such a rapid fire rate in that. You are literally risking death if you even just pop out to try and get a few shots at them. It's better to just wait until you've got your injector, pop the injector, and then just murder them. Where the fuck's this guy?
Just follow the prisoner's lead. He knows the way. Yeah, I know the way out. I was keeping my eyes open, you know?
Okay, so we still got 2 heavy swats. Oh, there's the first whale bank manager. Where are you going, man? Where's your keycard? No keycard today? Damn. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined because you got no keycard on you.
Doc is very pleased with his performance.
Oh, plants. Okay, so there's a couple of enemies. Where am I getting hit from? Where's the other guy? I just seen another guy in here. Where is he?
I'm not leaving without my car.
One there.
Bloody hell.
One there. Okay.
Let's just hope that pile of junk even
So what are we dealing with? Car number 4.
my wheels, man.
Car number 4. But yeah, this way you gotta be careful. Like, you got no injector, and if somebody just sees you and a couple of blasts in the back, you end up dying. You know what I mean? It's frustrating. Plus, here at the end now, we gotta make sure that there's no snipers. If there's snipers and a lot of enemies out and around us as well, yeah, not particularly good.
Drop it.
They blocked the exit. We can't get out. All right. Plan B is the helicopter.
Is this a heavy enemy? I'd like to hope it is. It is. Okay, good. But yeah, I'm not sure where the enemies are coming from now. They could be in here. Okay, well, this door is open now, which... Never... Die, please. But yeah, I want to get upstairs to the top floor, and I want to do a little bit of, sniping. Just to get rid of the snipers before I commit to going out to do the objectives, because once you do one of the objectives, the only place you've got to chill, kind of, is in between the cars. And chilling in between the cars was risky, because if you got a bulldozer rush to you and like force you out to your position, you're probably dead, because you're then going to be exposed to the bulldozer, maybe more bulldozers, regular enemies, snipers. And obviously if you sit there and try and fight them, it's just, can you outgun him before he outguns you? So doing these objectives outside, hold on, just got to be a little bit careful. Are the snipers? Not right now, but there are enemies. Okay.
Hold your ground until the helicopter arrives.
Package. That'll come in handy for a mod that I've already got. Like this is an example, look, you see what I mean? The smart AI of this game just diving out the way. And there are bulldoze, and it's me worst nightmare. What a surprise. I hope he doesn't get close to that medic, because that would literally be a nightmare. And where is he? There. See the way they just turn the corner on you and just immediately blast, and then you're like, shit, my armor's gone. Can I get this guy dead? Get some ammo. Good. Okay, so yeah, like I'm saying, this is just where you gotta be a little bit careful.
The helicopter is on its way. Just hold on.
If snipers have spawned,
Attach the car to
then yeah, obviously it's very risky. Hoping there's not a lot of enemies down here. Holy shit, I hadn't even come outside yet. Okay, that's just way too much. I literally hadn't even come outside and I was immediately dead. Well, getting destroyed. Damn. I can't see with all the white objective things. And there's still a medic. Oh, what's this? Look at this guy. So this is where it's risky at the end of the mission. Because they come through the, like they come through there, they can come behind you and everywhere. It's just kind of a bit risky. See, I can't even see what I'm dealing with right now. Okay, that's not good. That door's not open, so I put myself in a bit of a bad spot. That door, I mean. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm in a bit of a risky position. I really should have opened that door at the beginning, because it's a place I could chill now while my injector comes back. Whereas I'm unfortunately left in a position where... yeah, it's a lot more risky to have to deal with. I don't like this. I really don't like this.
These guys know how to kick the living cock out of people, but they're coming back for more soon. No time to wait.
Place the first aid kit here.
Do it, 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 do it.
If you lie down and see one civvy, I can set up a...
Why am I not getting shot in the back? I can hear like a minigun dozer behind me. Okay. Alright, well there we go. Usually I look around in the car and see teammates, but yeah, I'm all alone this time. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. That's the Kingpin build that I at least use nowadays. One of my favourite ones to enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And I hope you try it yourself and see if you like it. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you guys for the next one. See you later. Bye.